Live from the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center, this is the ISHL on LSN Sports. Tonight it is an interdivisional showdown as Klein make the trip down south to take on the Seven Lakes Spartans. Good evening, everybody. Michael Silvers alongside David Feliciano. Delighted to have you with us for this matchup between Klein and Seven Lakes. One of the hottest teams in the ISHL right now is indeed Klein. Winners of 5 straight coming into tonight. They have defeated their last 5 opponents by a combined score of 35-2, with 3 shutouts to improve their record to 8-9-3 and propel them into a third-place tie with Fair Creek.
It's good to see both programs kind of middle of the road. As Mike said, 5 in a row, 5-4-1 in their last 10. And we've been doing the teams like Ridge Point, Memorial the last few weeks. This is our first chance to look at teams in the middle of the standings, and they want to get a little bit higher because you got to think about the seeding in the brackets in the playoffs.
The Seven Lakes Spartans lost their last game to the Woodlands 3-2, giving up a 2-1 lead in the game, despite outshooting the Highlanders by nearly triple, 44-15. The Spartans look to be locked in at third place in the South Division with 2 games remaining, including tonight, before the postseason. So they are definitely looking to get back in the win column and build some momentum heading into the playoffs, but it's going to be tough tonight.
Yeah, Seven Lakes not playing super well last 10, 2-5-3. They don't score a lot. They don't give up a lot, though. And another middle-of-the-road program, but as Mike just alluded to, there could be a personnel shortage, and there is, especially for Seven Lakes.
And we'll talk about that on the other side of this break, as we'll have the scratches, the goaltending matchup, and, of course, the starting lineups as we continue here from the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center. This is the ISHL on LSN Sports.
Hey Texans fans, Drew Doherty here. Are you looking for a new home? First Community Credit Union has everything from purchase loans to construction loans, VA loans, and more. With our competitive rates, low to no closing costs, and rate match guarantee, FCCU can help you navigate home ownership. Discover your options at FCCU and get pre-approved today at fccu.org/home loans. First Community Credit Union is the official credit union of the Houston Texans. First Community Credit Union is an equal housing opportunity lender.
Bonfire Wings is a neighborhood-based, fast casual counter-service restaurant. Bonfire Wings specializes in 12 unique flavors of hot wings. Traditional favorites like gumbo and boudin are mainstays. They boast wing sauces with creative names such as Cajun Mojo, Garlic Parmesan, Spicy Creole, Insanely Hot, the award-winning and top seller Honey Barbecue, Hot Lemon Pepper, and Sweet Heat. 2 Houston area locations including in North Shore on Wood Forest Boulevard. Bonfire Wings, genuine Creole, uniquely Cajun.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric, show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
A lot of scratches tonight. This game was rescheduled due to the winter storm last month, and in doing so, some of the Seven Lakes players were not going to be able to play here tonight due to spring break commitments with family or other reasons. Klein's missing 4. Seven Lakes are missing 10. Melvin Nair, Evan Stewart, Aiden Johansson, Vincent Key, Jonathan Wright, Mackenzie Canning, Garrett House, their leading scorer, Zach Thompson. Ray Chang is injured. He wasn't going to play anyway. He's out for the year. And Brooke Deneen, all scratches for Seven Lakes and head coach Paul Connolly. They are 7-8-5 this season. For head coach Frank Prestigiovanni of Klein, he scratches 4 players tonight. Mitchell Treyweek, Vincent Tremblay, Harrison Bushton, and Jason Cermak. Starting lineups are brought to you by the Walk-Up Company, the Metal Fabricators. For the 8-9-3 Klein squad, averaging just under 4 goals a game. Starting lineups up front, Mitchell DeShazer, Rowdy McGuire, the team's leading scorer with 19 goals, and Alec Field. On defense will be Alex Prestigiovanni and Michael Walls. For Seven Lakes, starting up front will be Rick Zhang, Andrew Pang, and Jack Zhang. And on defense, Kasper Drebzinski and Laney Heiser. Goaltending matchup for the Klein squad. Dylan Lewis, senior, 5th in the league in goals against average with a 2.75 goals against. He is 8-9-3. He has played in goal all 20 games for Klein this season. He'd saved 9 of 10 PFC shots last weekend in a 9-1 win. He'll be opposite the junior for Seven Lakes, Ryan Amix, 7-6-4 with a 3.77 goals against average. He stopped 12 of the 15 shots faced against the Woodlands and had an .800 save percentage in the loss. Time now for our keys to the game, brought to you by First Community Credit Union. Think first.
Well, you got to think about getting tired. You can do all the game notes before the game, and then you find out who's going to be here. It changes everything. Seven Lakes only has 7 skaters out there, and 3 of their top 5 scorers are not here. Zachary Thompson, their top point man and goal getter, not here. So Seven Lakes, you got to think about fatigue. I think Klein have doubled the personnel at 13 skaters, and there's their top scorer, Rowdy McGuire and company in there. I think Klein will just outman them, and I think Seven Lakes is going to wear down in the third period.
Tonight is the third and final meeting between the Spartans and Klein. Seven Lakes won the last meeting on January 22nd, 3-1, and the two teams tied in their first matchup back on November 20th, 2-2. 8 different skaters have scored goals in the season series. Seven Lakes has outshot Klein 54-18. Klein goaltender Dylan Lewis has a .907 save percentage, while Ryan Amix of Seven Lakes has a save percentage of .880, as both have played in each game this season. The officials, the referees Carl Sasson and Chase Wilkinson, George Lahaki and Andrew McCrae are the linesmen. Lewis to our left, Amix to our right, Klein in all blue, trimmed in white and yellow. Seven Lakes in their white tops, trimmed in blue and orange. And we're about to get this game underway, and we are underway. Face-off won by Seven Lakes, but quickly on the forecheck come the Klein squad. We play down the left wing boards by Rowdy McGuire. McGuire, 19 goals, 13 assists, 32 points, 5th in the league in goals. Puck now in the Klein zone. It'll be skated out by the captain, Mitchell DeShazer. Play comes in to the offensive zone, where it is McGuire along the far wing boards. Puck is loose, down to the slot. Big slapper was failed off the stick of Alec Field. And the Spartans will skate it out from right to left. It is Rick Zhang. Or make that Jack Zhang. He lost it in the Klein zone as McGuire skates it back in along the left wing boards. Taken off the play by Laney Heiser. And flipped back out the center. No. Good keep in by McGuire. Wrists one from the blue line over the catching glove and the crossbar of the Seven Lakes netminder Ryan Amix. Seven Lakes just get it back into the zone, but quickly taken out and skated out by Klein. And they've iced the puck early, a minute 14 into this first period.
I'm curious how Seven Lakes is going to do this. I mean, we're going to have people do double shifts. Skaters are going to be out there probably a good 3-4 minutes at a time because they only have 2 men on the bench.
Face off to the left of Lewis. Peng lost it, got it back in the corner, wheels it around the net. Mitch Miller in control for Klein. Took a shoulder by Peng into the boards. Puck back behind the net will be played there by Jack Brady, a freshman for Klein. As they're able to skate it out, poked ahead, falling down to the ice was Gareth Bell. At right defense, a lead pass up through center. Played along the right wing to Brett Condra. Condra left it at the blue line, gets control, tries the centering feed that is intercepted by Max Brady, the sophomore, before Jeb Warday sends it back towards the Klein blue line. Battle in the neutral zone, and it'll be wristed in by Klein on goal. Ryan Amix will paddle it to his side for Kasper Drebzinski. Just over 2 minutes gone. Interception by Klein. Skating in, shooting just wide. That was Andrew Green. Here's a long wrist shot from the right point by Alex Prestigiovanni. Puck is loose at the top of the crease. Sent into the corner. Backhand centering feed went off the left pad of Amix. As the Bearcats in on the forecheck. Applying pressure here in this first period. Puck to the left wing circle, got intercepted, And it'll be cleared out to the neutral zone by the Spartans. Presta Giovanni sent it ahead for Diskey. Number 15 for Klein. Left it at the blue line. Then Weston Tamura had it intercepted and brought back in by Rick Zhang. Zhang into the corner, forced there by the Klein defense. They'll be able to outlet as Green intercepted along the blue line by Rick Zhang. High slot on his forehand. Stick handling. Puck came back out the center, sent back in by Heiser on a delayed offside. With 11:50 to go. 3:10 gone by, no score. Klein and Seven Lakes, Michael Silvers and David Feliciano with you. Poked into the Klein zone by Warday. Presta Giovanni will give chase. Motors behind the goal line. And then we'll feather it up the right wing boards. In out to center ice on the stick of Rowdy McGuire. Goes in and falls into the offensive zone. Left it at center. Now Alec Field will drive into the right wing circle. He's leaned on by Warday. His shot stopped by Amex. Centering pass from below the goal line went all the way through. It'll be picked off by Seven Lakes. Here's Drabzinski on a 2-on-1. One Klein team back. Rebound off the backhand. Hit the side of the net after Lewis got the initial save off the Drabinski bid. Long wrist shot from a tough angle. Hit the side of the net again. Drabinski on the forecheck. Wheels it back to Condra. Condra down low. Drabzinski back up to the point for Heiser. Softly shooting one. Here's a shot from the top of the right wing circle that was patted away by Lewis. 4:15 gone by. Here comes Alec Field from left to right, motoring across the blue line and burrowing in on the forecheck. Leaned on by Warday. Centering pass went all the way through. Heiser couldn't clear it. Puck is bouncing and goes to the far wing boards. Sit behind the net for McGuire. McGuire on his backhand. Plays it back to the point for Jack Brady. Number 5 with a wrist shot. Redirected just wide by the big man, Alec Field. Biggest man on the ice, similar to that of Connor Bailey of Ridge Point. Here's Drabzinski trying to send it between the legs of Jack Brady. He closed the door. Played up the far boards, but intercepted to Jack Zhang. He drives in on his backhand behind the net. Looking to feed it back to the point. Goes cross ice, past the leaning stick of Laney Heiser and all the way back down into the Spartan zone. Over 5 minutes gone here in the first period, no score. Puck sent down in the corner by Max Brady. This is Peng, flips it off the glass in his own end. It'll be carried out by Jack Zhang. Zhang with speed, now it's Rick Zhang. Rick Zhang with a cross ice pass, and Jack Zhang couldn't get it in past Lewis off his backhand. Well, Seven Lakes, though short-handed in terms of the numbers on the ice, getting some good chances here in the first period. Bearcats send it all the way down. Amex has to play it, so no icing. 9:20 to go, first period. A lot of action. In on the forecheck, burrows in Zane Villamar. He's got 2 Spartans on him in the corner. Body's falling down. Puck played up to Michael Walls. He sends it back down the boards behind the net. It'll be played there by Max Brady. Then Laney Heiser takes it, fires a lead pass that goes all the way through its intended target, and icing whistled on the Spartans with 8:54 remaining in the first period, no score.
Both offenses trying to get untracked. Not a lot going on. A few shots more so in the last couple of minutes. Shots unofficially 2 apiece, Seven Lakes and Klein. No fatigue yet. The Zhang brothers showing pretty good speed for the Spartans.
Logan Diskey will skate in, take a face-off in the offensive zone for Klein. It's won by Seven Lakes. Long wrist shot. Amex makes the stop of Michael Walls. A lefty shot it from the point. And Amex comes up with the save. 8:49 to go.
It's stuck in the back there.
Klein coming in off a 9-1 victory over PFC. They outshot the Flyers 38-10. Rowdy McGuire had 5 of Klein's 9 goals in that game. Puck deep into Klein's zone. Picked off in the slot. Now a wrist shot by Peng is wide. Condra battling in the offensive zone. Flipped out, but not out as Drabzinski fires a shot from the point in and out of the catching glove of Lewis. Walls plays it behind his net, looking for Mitch Miller. Condra in on the forecheck, keeps it deep in the corner. Comes back out, and almost another interception by Seven Lakes in the offensive zone. Sent out by Green, then turned back by Warday, onside. Drives in, shoots one, doesn't get much on it, and it slides right past the left side of Dylan Lewis. Warday down in the slot at point blank range. Condra is robbed by Lewis.
Smart play by Condra. No one picked him up. I mean, he's 4 feet in front of the goal. Waits for a pass and a point blank shot. Solid save by Lewis.
Both teams with 19 points coming into tonight's game. Just to tell you even how more even these two squads are, both teams are averaging 3.9 goals per game. They're with one of each other in both power play and penalty kill efficiency. Rick Zhang lost it in the corner, slapped to the far boards by Rowdy McGuire deep in his own end. He plays up the far boards, finds Mitchell DeShazer, and he couldn't clear the zone. It does hop back out into the neutral zone and then spun ahead for Field. Drives in, right circle, wrist shot. Amex makes the save. No, he doesn't. He allows it to go through. And Klein take an early 1-0 lead.
Field real big and a good skater. Got around the right side, took it in. And as Mike described, the save was there. Couldn't corral. And Klein out early. Field can get on track. He's their second leading point man, 9, 12, and 21. That's his 10th goal.
He's played in all 20 games so far for Klein this season. Came in leading the team in assists with 12. Presta Giovanni plays it into the left wing corner. Turning with it, Field. DeShazer there to help at the half wing. Field with a wrist shot. Boy, he can unleash him, can he? That one was off target. Slapped by Presta Giovanni off target and then smothered at the side of the cage before it was released, as the net did come loose behind Ryan Amex.
The players are really going to suffer tonight for Seven Lakes, the defensemen. Usually the changes, I've played in shorthanded games, the changes are more so on offense. They're more back and forth skaters, so the defensemen are going to have long, long shifts tonight.
Yeah, only 2 players on the bench.
Brutal.
For head coach Paul Connolly. Face off to the left of Amex. Backhand centering pass goes all the way through. Heiser plays it up the far boards, not out. Kept alive by Villamar. Then poked out to the neutral zone. Sent back in on a delayed offside. Heiser skates it out from right to left. Goes cross ice with a pass to Condra. And now it's Miller for Klein. Stick handling deep in his own end. Fires a lead pass out to center ice. It'll be skated out from right to left. Make it left to right. Before taking the shoulder into the boards, Gareth Bell. Puck is hopping wide of the net. Laid up the near boards by Seven Lakes, but not out. Held at the blue line by Miller, but his pass was picked off. And come is Condra, motoring from right to left into the offensive zone. Jack Zhang with a wrist shot wide. Centering pass by Condra went all the way through to the near boards. Jack Zhang battling. He's in the corner against 2 Klein skaters. Condra behind the goal line, behind the net. Tried to feed Jack Zhang, played up the board. Drabzinski keeps it alive at the half wing. Down to Jack Zhang, turns away from Mitch Miller. Centering pass down low will be intercepted and skated out by Klein. With less than 6 minutes to go here in the opening period, Klein with a 1-0 lead. Goal at 7:28 scored by Alec Field, his 10th goal of the season. Poked in the corner on the forecheck by Gareth Bell. Drabzinski battling defensively. Seven Lakes will look to skate it out with Rick Zhang as he glides from right to left and into the Klein zone. Stood up on the play by Brian Green. Still Rick Zhang, stick handling in the corner. Centering pass off his backhand was blocked, and the control to Klein as they're not able to clear the zone. Sent back in deep, down low. Presta Giovanni, shoulder to shoulder against Andrew Payne. Klein plays it up the right wing boards, kept alive at the point. Shot was blocked off the bid by Drabzinski. Plays along the near boards. Back up top, it's Heiser with a wrist shot. Glove save, Lewis. Almost 10 minutes gone by here in the first period, 1-0 Klein.
No fatigue yet for Seven Lakes, and that was their best offensive showing. About 4 or 5 passes and a wrister from about 40. And the big save, once again, by Lewis.
Heiser, shot redirected, deflected just wide to the right of Lewis. Backhanded in deep by Warday. Kept alive by Seven Lakes. Ooh, right off the catching glove. The shot by Rick Zhang, saved by Lewis. Almost gave up a juicy rebound, but it caromed off his glove behind to the goal line. Rick Zhang puts on the brakes. On the forecheck, centering pass, sent to the far boards by Presta Giovanni. Here's a wrist shot by Heiser. That is blocked. Good offensive zone pressure by the Spartans. Klein can't clear. Heiser sends it in down low. Andrew Peng, left wing corner. Backhands behind the net in the last 4:20 of period number 1. 1-0 Klein. And they'll ice the puck as it goes all the way down. And the faceoff comes back into the Klein end with 4:13 to go. Klein with a 1-0 lead.
One thing in Seven Lakes' favor, no penalties. I mean, they don't have to worry about a power play at this point, and pretty clean game. This game's going to fly by at the point we're going.
Face off to the left of Lewis. Brett Condra on the ice. He scored in the losing effort against the Woodlands on Sunday. The Spartans outshot the Woodlands 44-15, but Casey Johnson made 42 saves for the Highlanders. Drzezinski shot wide of the target. Sent out to the Shazer. Wheeling in left to right. Lost an edge. Puck to the high slot. This is Field with a wrist shot. Amex with the save. It hit him right in the chest, and he smothered the puck between his chest and his glove, stopping things with 3:43 to go in the first period.
Now, Field had a head of steam on that. That's a loose puck right in the slot. And a solid wrister. I mean, he's a big, strong kid. And a nice shot and a good save by Amex.
Face off to the left of Amex. Won by McGuire. Slap shot save made off Miller's shot. Puck deep behind the net. Heiser plays it up the near boards. The Shazer couldn't keep it alive at the half wing. Comes back out the center. Miller at right defense. Lays it up the boards. The Shazer. Backhands. Picked off by Drzezinski. Skates in. One man back. And playing the puck, he's able to poke it away from Drzezinski. Puck rolls all the way down to the top of the crease. Amex drops and covers. He'll surrender a defensive zone faceoff with 3:17 remaining in the first period. 1-0 Klein on a goal at 7:28 by number 43, Alec Field.
Now, Klein can't seem to put together a rush of numbers. A lot of stuff's just dribbling down, and Amex is making the save.
Face-off control by Rick Zhang. Starts motoring from right to left and across the red line and across the blue line. Zhang skates in on Lewis, then loses the handle. Plays it from behind the goal line. It ricochets out, cross-ice feed, and Klein skated out. Falling down on the ice is number 22, Gareth Bell. That leaves Jack Zhang to play the puck for Seven Lakes. Got by Bell, and he'll skate it out. Right to left. 3-on-4. Another player falls on the ice for Klein as the shot from Jack Zhang was easily paddled away by Dylan Lewis. Kept alive in the Klein zone, then it is forced back out the center in the last 2.5 of period 1. 1-0 Klein. Rick Zhang hands it over, then played up the boards, and the puck ricochets into the Klein zone, quickly cleared. Drzezinski will give chase at right defense for Seven Lakes, deep in his own end, and skate behind the net. Drzezinski got by one, plays it up to Jack Zhang, but not out. He'll finally skate it out, lead it ahead for Warday, who kicks it with his right skate into the Klein zone, then skates in on Lewis, and a nice poke check at the last second by Michael Walls. 2 minutes to go first period, 1-0 Klein, as they'll play in the left wing corner. 2-on-2 scrum. Who's going to come away with the puck? Now it's 3 Spartans against 2 Klein skaters. And the puck will stay alive at the point and then come back out the center on the stick of Rick Zhang. Hands to Brett Condra. Condra sends it back in. Walls will play it there deep in his own end below the goal line for Klein with 1:35 to go. Played with a high stick. Pass ahead from Walls, chopped down by Logan Diskey. Offensive zone face-off forthcoming for Seven Lakes.
Well, Seven Lakes looks real good. I mean, their offensive showing, they actually have outshot Klein 7-6. Again, outmanned badly tonight, but strong skating in this first period.
Diskey loses the face-off. Centering pass was picked off by Klein. They're able to get it out to the neutral zone. Tamura ladled it back to Mitch Miller. played up the boards, intercepted by Heiser at the point. She skates in down low. Couldn't get a centering pass off. Played behind the net by Mitch Miller. Got the right wing boards. And it'll be handed back out to center ice. Poked ahead by Tamura into the Spartan zone. Number 44 looking for a centering pass. Taken behind the net by Diskey. He is taken off the play by Warday. And Seven Lakes clear the zone from right to left. And it's intercepted off the turnover. Tamura with a wrist shot blocked in front. In the last 43 seconds of period number 1. Condra couldn't clear the zone. Kept alive by Green. Number 36 for Klein. And we have the game's first penalty. And a holding penalty will be called.
There was a man in the slot, and they did not want him to get free. And that's on Green. No,
Rick Zhang.
Zhang. Well, first opportunity for Klein, and this will carry into the second period.
Mr. Electric power play. We have the power to make things better for Klein. 5th in the league in power play percentage with a 15.1% conversion rate. Presta Giovanni wrist shot redirected and a save by Amex. Spartans couldn't clear the zone. Heiser gets it back along the far boards. Walls keeps it alive. Plays it towards the middle of the ice. It's kicked back out the center. 20 seconds to go. Seven Lakes, 7th best penalty kill unit out there. 80.9% of the penalties they've taken this season, they've killed. 10 seconds to go. 30 seconds killed by the Spartans. Heiser skates behind her netminder Amex, plays it up the near boards to Andrew Pang, and that will do it for period number 1. Seven Lakes clearing it one last time. 1-0 after the first 15 minutes. Klein in front of Seven Lakes, and this is the ISHL on LSN Sports.
Now for your Wellness Minute with Dr. Steve Hotze.
Men, you're probably already aware of the fact that we're notorious for neglecting our health concerns and ignoring warning signs. If you were to be totally honest, you've experienced change in your life such as a decrease in your drive, your initiative, your assertiveness, your sense of well-being. You have increased fatigue, a decline in self-confidence. You're depressed. You have depressed moods, irritable moods. You have decreased mental sharpness, a decline in romantic moods and inclinations and sexual ability. These signs are common symptoms of men with low testosterone levels. Bioidentical, natural testosterone replacement can put a tiger back in your tank. However, men's health also requires a balance of good nutrition, detoxifying the body, and supplementing with proper vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. I'm Dr. Steve Hotze.
Guys, isn't it about time you took care of you? Call the Hotze Health and Wellness Center for a free consultation. 281-698-8698. Get back your energy and zest for life. 281-698-8698.
Forming, rolling, punching, cutting, welding. If you know what I'm talking about, you know it's the Walk-Up Company. The Walk-Up Company has become the leading metal fabricator in the Houston area because we can offer you something few others can match. Extensive fabrication experience, a highly seasoned and skilled workforce, high-tech equipment, and the stability you want in tough economic times. Family owned and operated for years, so you know we'll be here for the long run. And our commitment to quality work and customer satisfaction makes the Walk-Up Company the right choice for you. Visit us at walkupco.com. That's walkupco.com. The Walk-Up Company. Your imagination, our fabrication.
Start of the second period with the Klein squad up 1-0 on Seven Lakes. Teams switch directions. Amex to our left and Lewis to our right. 1:22 of carryover penalty time on Rick Zhang's holding penalty. So Klein still on a Mr. Electric power play. Spartans win the faceoff. Andrew Pang, sophomore, sends it in down low on the shorthand. Wills with it behind the net, killing precious penalty time.
Who's on the power play?
On the power play for Klein. Here's a slap shot by Drabzinski wide of the target. 1 minute to go on the man advantage as they play deep in the Klein zone. And now Klein will be able to skate it out. Turned over to Drabzinski at center. He sends it back down just right into the offensive zone. Jack Brady shuttles it in. McGuire trapped by Drabzinski. Skates along the goal line looking for a wraparound bid. He's forced wide. Sends it back up to the point. Miller. His pass is chipped into the corner by Rick Zhang. Deflected past the intended target on the play. And with 20 seconds to go, the Spartans clear again. Miller chases after it. Hot on his trail, Pang. Turned over Kept along the blue line by Zhang, but then it came out the center, brought back in offside. 11 seconds to go on the Klein power play.
Boy, this is an incredible kill by Seven Lakes. Peng and Zhang, they're getting down there and they're making it offensive. They've had the puck more than Klein has this power play.
And keep in mind, Seven Lakes skating with just 7 tonight. 10 scratches for Paul Connolly, and they trail 1-0. They defeated Klein last time after a tie back in November. Penalty is over. Rick Zhang sprung from the box. Teams at even strength. Skated in from right to left by Prestigiovanni. Shuttled down into the corner to be played there by Villamar, but he lost the handle, and now it's Condra. His outlet pass was intercepted and sent down low by Max Brady. Puck at the side of the net. Seven Lakes couldn't clear it. Kept alive by Brian Green, but his pass is intercepted. The outlet to Condra. He'll skate in. Prestigiovanni back defensively. Then Warday took a shot at point-blank range, and Lewis made the save. Then he tossed the centering pass. That was deflected and sent all the way down by Klein. They'll ice the puck. Just over 2 minutes gone here in the second period. Klein with a 1-0 lead.
Shots unofficially, Seven Lakes 8, Klein 7. And Seven Lakes still looking strong, undermanned.
Only goal so far came at 7:28 of the first period. Alec Field notched his 10th of the season. Peng and Diskey for the face-off to the right of senior goaltender Dylan Lewis. Peng won it. Warday spun it back below the goal line behind the net, played up the near boards, and it'll be skated out by Klein. Ahead for Diskey. To the right wing, Green, back to Diskey. Poked away from him, and Walls couldn't keep it alive, and it's handed back out into the neutral zone. It'll be played there by Condra. Spun back in to the Klein zone by Peng. After it, Miller. Miller will put on the brakes softly, and now from right to left, he'll motor up the ice, then turn it over at his own blue line to Condra. Condra poked from him by Walls. Poked back out to center. Heiser there at right defense. Got it away from Diskey, but Klein skated back in before it's ultimately skated right back out left to right. Here comes Andrew Peng. 2-on-2. His shot is blocked by Miller. Ricochets behind the goal line into the left wing corner. Klein looking to skate it out. And it will be poked out to center ice by Andrew Green, freshman for Frank Prestigiovanni. Heiser skates into the offensive zone, but the play is whistled offside. 3:12 into period 2, 1-0 Klein.
Well, Peng fell down and could not get back by the time Heiser came around on the other side. And face off right at center ice, or just outside on the right side.
Klein get the Woodlands to conclude their regular season next Sunday at 8 p.m. at the Willowbrook Aerodrome. Next up for Seven Lakes, their regular season finale next Friday against Cinco Ranch. We'll have that one for you here on LSN Sports at 5:45. That will conclude our regular season coverage before we bring you 3 playoff games the weekend of the Justice Cup Championship. Down low, Rick Zhang. Centering pass, deflected, poked up the far wing boards, and cleared to center. Alec Field skates in, right wing, forced into the corner. Good defense by Heiser. Down below the goal line, Heiser. Watched by Field. Got 2 Klein skaters on her. Rick Zhang couldn't play the puck. Heiser below the goal line, right wing side, will skate from left to right. Tried to send it out to center ice ahead of Rick Zhang. Spun back in deep by McGuire. Backhand centering feed by Field. Puck is loose at the side of the net. McGuire's backhander was wide. Jack Zhang plays up the far boards, intercepted by McGuire. The team's leading scorer. He's taken down on the play, and another power play forthcoming for Klein.
McGuire right side got attacked by 3 Spartans. And Spartans cannot be doing this kind of thing. They're down 1-0. Still look pretty strong, though. But Klein, once again, they're going to hope to have a better power play than last time. No shots on the former power play.
Rick Zhang takes another penalty, this time for cross-checking. He had all the 3 penalties before tonight. He's taken 2. And it's another Mr. Electric power play for Klein. They are 0 for 1.
You must have watched the Ty Dome video.
3.5 gone by, make it 4.5 gone by. 1-0 Klein as they skate with the extra man. Field, cross ice. McGuire goes down. Seven Lakes on the shorthand, get it back into the Klein zone. Spun ahead by Field. It springs McGuire. McGuire into the offensive zone. Slapped from him by Condra. Kept alive along the blue line by Miller. And then it's lifted clear out to center ice by the Spartans. The backhand sent back into the offensive zone. Kept alive at the blue line by McGuire. Field hands back to McGuire, who skates in on Amex. Shot. Oh, and a great save by Amex. He was down on his belly, and he was somehow able to come up with probably a left pad save. 65 seconds to go on the Klein power play. Rink wide pass from right to left. Too far in front of Field. Heiser lifts it back out to center. Cleared all the way down by Andrew Pang. 9:30 for the second period. 50 seconds to go on the Rick Zhang penalty for cross-checking. Weaving into the offensive zone. McGuire on the forehand. He scores on the power play. The team's leading scorer, junior Rowdy McGuire, nets his 20th of the season, and Klein take a 2-0 lead.
Well, sometimes you got to do it yourself, and he got across the blue line, did not wait for anybody, decided to take it in. Just a matter of time, and your big man comes up. 33 points on the year, and that'll give him a big 2-0 lead and conclude that power play.
#12 power play goal of the season for Klein. Looking to build upon a 2-0 lead. Max Brady lost it below the goal line in the Seven Lakes zone. Drabzinski looking to send it out the center, and he does. Too far in front of Jack Zhang, but he'll get to the puck first. Monitored by Walls, poked from by Walls for the centering pass by Zhang. Nobody home as reinforcements had yet to arrive. Kept alive by Warday. He shuttles it in down low. Presta Giovanni will put on the brakes behind the goal. On the forecheck, Drabzinski. Presta Giovanni trying to peel away. Has to circle, has to retreat. Off his backhand, he plays it up the left wing boards to himself. Still in the Klein zone. Presta Giovanni goes down. Drabzinski backhands it in to the right wing corner. Turning with it there, Gareth Bell. Nice move to get by Warday. You hear the reaction from his teammates on the bench after that move. But he is stymied at center by Jack Zhang. Warday kicks it back into the Klein zone. Along the blue line, kept alive as he's able to get by Villamar. Wrist shot failed off his stick as we have completed 7 minutes here in period number 2, 2-0 Klein. Bell had his pocket picked. Good defense by Heiser. Ahead for Jack Zhang. He got by one of the defensemen, Brian Green. Zhang on the wrist shot. Goes off the catching glove of Dylan Lewis. On the possession of Klein. Able to spring Diskey down left wing boards on his backhand. Puts on the brakes behind the goal. Spun it back for a shot. Just getting a piece of it was Amex. Played below the goal. That shot came from Andrew Green at the side of the net. Puck is hopping into the slot. Will be skated out from left to right by Rick Zhang. It's 1-on-3. Zhang got by one. Shoots. Scores! Oh, what a great individual effort by Rick Zhang. He scores his 5th goal of the season, cuts the deficit in half, and it's 2-1 Klein.
And he had a tough angle. Came in hard on the left, got by a couple of skaters, and he went to the right post, and it banged in. Seven Lakes really needing that. I tell you, Pang and the Zhang brothers are playing incredibly well tonight. Plenty of gas in those skates.
7:44, the time of the goal as the puck flipped out to the bench, or into the bleacher area, I should say. 7:11 to go here in the second period. It is 2-1 Klein after Rick Zhang tallied an even strength goal at 7:44.
Everybody still got their teeth?
Face off outside of the Spartan zone. Condra hands it back to Drabzinski at left defense. You wonder if some of these players are kind of switching their positions as you go.
They are. They absolutely are.
So Condra will play some forward and some defense just to try to keep everybody as fresh as possible.
I mean, they're going to play all 5 positions tonight.
Rick Zhang waiting for it. Puck got by Diskey. spun ahead to Peng. Peng motoring from left to right. Burrows into the offensive zone. Puts on the brakes in the left wing circle. Drzynski keeps it alive. Point. Long shot. Deflected off of Lewis. He makes the save. On the forecheck, Rick Zhang. But got by him along the left wing boards. Lifted out to center ice. Drzynski will play it off his backhand into the neutral zone. Poked ahead by Zhang. Slowed down by Jack Brady. Played back in deep. Drzynski will give chase. On his tail is Field. Field took it away. Point blank range. Shoots. Amex right into the catching glove.
Wow.
I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better save at such close quarters than what Seven Lakes just got from their junior netminder, Ryan Amex.
And that's reflexes for Amex. I mean, that was a quick glove save. The glove was in the right place at the right time as well, but that was about point blank as you could go. He's keeping Seven Lakes alive. They've been outshot 11-9, still close in that category.
8:52 gone by. Field shot redirected wide by McGuire. On his backhand. Plays it back, Miller. Spun all the way down. Behind the goal line, it comes back for a centering pass. McGuire shoots and scores as he roofs it past Ryan Amex. And the 2-goal lead restored. It's Klein 3, Seven Lakes 1.
Klein really starting to take control in these shifts. McGuire just hangs around the goal. He got a loose puck and a hard, good shot up high. Amex couldn't grab it. So McGuire, their leading scorer, that's who you got to lean on here. And they're up 3-1.
9:09, the time of the goal. McGuire's second. He's coming in off a 5-goal performance against PFC last week, scoring 5 of Klein's 9 goals in the affair. Laney Heiser at right defense. Watching her Field. Her outlet pass was deflected and stays alive in the Spartan zone. Turning with it to Shazer. Top of the circles before it is now skated out by Klein, or excuse me, by Seven Lakes. Up the boards. Battling at the Seven Lakes line. McGuire skates along the blue line. Picked off by Warday. Klein get it back. Far board Drzynski. They play right in front of the Klein bench. It's back in the Spartan zone. 5:10 to play in the second period. 3-1 Klein. As Warday skates it out, you got a 3-on-2 here for Seven Lakes. Warday, long wrist shot over the crossbar. Jack Zhang turns with it. Lost an edge. Peng plays it back to Zhang in the corner. Got by a check attempt by Brian Green. Zhang cycles it down low. Presta Giovanni will get there first in the left wing corner. Played around the boards. Up to the Sazer, but intercepted. Long wrist shot blocked as Drzynski shot it from the left point. The half wing. Jack Zhang turned it over to Field. Field leaves it behind the Klein net. Presta Giovanni careens it off the boards. Heiser keeps it alive and sends it down the right wing boards before it is cleared by Klein. 4:15 to play in the second period. 3-1 Klein. Peng re-enters the zone. Forced wide by Field on the back check. And he spun into the boards by number 43 before it'll be skated out by Klein with a lead pass. Chipped ahead by McGuire. Icing on Klein with exactly 11 minutes gone here in period number 2. 3-1 Klein.
I thought that made contact with somebody, but it's coming back the other way. This forecheck by Seven Lakes, really good. They're keeping Klein back in their own side. And again, I don't see much fatigue on the Spartans so far. They are down 3-1, but they're skating hard.
Well, you know, high school kids have a ton of energy, right?
Age plays a big part in this, of course.
Villamar plays behind his net. Oh, and he had to get bailed out momentarily. Did Miller at the side of the net.
Well, they got him tied up back there.
Max Brady leads it back out to center. Heiser turns it back to the Klein blue line. Now it's Heiser and Bell battling, and Bell will take it in. Bell drops it back to Max Brady. Heiser there defensively. Walls comes in to help. Puck down low. Heiser battling with Garrett Bell. Peng comes in to help on the back check. Andrew Peng plays it up the left wing boards. Ahead for Brett Condra. Leads it ahead for Rick Zhang, the goal scorer for Seven Lakes. Tried to get by the defense. Here's a backhander, and it's punched away by Lewis. 12 minutes gone by here in period 2. 3-1 Klein. They'll have to track it down in their own end. Condra below the goal line. Seven Lakes has it in the corner. Rick Zhang stood up in there against the boards by Michael Walls. Heiser throws a shot. Rebound given up, and Lewis, they score. He couldn't keep it out. And once again, a 2-goal deficit cut to 1. As Rick Zhang scores his second of the game.
And the shot was from Heiser. It was kind of a knuckler, went down, and after deflection, Zhang just stayed with it. And Seven Lakes, they're hanging around. 3-2, they are down.
Goal comes at 12:16. Seven Lakes playing with 7 skaters tonight. As Brett Condra from left to right sends a cross-ice pass. Andrew Peng will skate in on a breakaway. Peng on his backhand, and a great save made by Lewis. Keeps the 1-goal lead. Peng hands back Drubzinski from the point. His shot blocked. And it'll be skated out by Klein from right to left. 2:10 to go. Diskey taken down from behind by Drubzinski. Arms stay down. Drubzinski from left to right sends a wink ride pass to Condra. Condra backhands it into the Klein zone. Sent back out to center ice. Rick Zhang leaves it at center. Drubzinski couldn't keep it going as Klein skated into the offensive zone offside. 1:51 to go here in the middle period. 3-2 Klein.
Unofficially shot. Seven Lakes 14, Klein 12. Only 2 penalties tonight, both on Seven Lakes.
Face off outside of the Spartan zone. Brian Green sends in. Alec Field, wrist shot wide. He'll get at the half wing. Twist another shot that was blocked. Seven Lakes can't clear the zone. Green. Down low, Field below the goal line. Jack Zhang plays up the far wing boards. Slap back towards the middle of the ice before it is intercepted. Coming back from right to left, Drubzinski. And he skates in offside. 1:23 to go.
You never hold up when you got something going, and I think 2 Spartans were offsides to his left. Drubzinski will have to start it over.
Face off at center, just outside of the Klein zone. Peng will take it, but McGuire wins it. Comes back out to center ice. Will be skated in by Drubzinski. Fires a wrist shot. Lewis makes the save. Saw it well. 1:13 to go. 3-2 Klein here in the second.
It was played really well tonight. Heiser and Drubzinski on the back line. Heiser's done a terrific job back there. They're getting good shots off from right around the blue line.
Face off to the right of Lewis. One by McGuire. Press to Giovanni at right defense. Takes it behind the net. 65 seconds to go. The forecheck on is Peng. Will play it in the left wing corner. Put on the brakes. 1 minute to go. Michael Walls on him. Hands to Jack Zhang. Turning with it. Shot blocked by Presta Giovanni. Came right back to Rick Zhang. Now skated down low. Heiser with a wrist shot that goes wide. Comes back around the left wing board. Drubzinski plays it down the boards. It's intercepted, and Klein will skate it out. From left to right on a rink wide. Field skates in on Warday. Field shoots. Save made. Amex. Puck hops into the slot. Turning with it. Spinning it down the boards. McGuire. Took a weird deflection off the corner boards. DeShazer, his shot was blocked. Puck is bouncing in the left wing circle. His centering feet bounces all the way through. McGuire plays at the right wing boards with 15 seconds to go in the second period. McGuire, that comes back out to center. Klein recoils, shot in by McGuire. 5 seconds to go, period number 2. Heiser has DeShazer on her. He plays it up. She plays it up the far wing board, or excuse me, the near wing boards. And anyway, that's the end of the second period. 3-2 Klein after 2. This is the ISHL on LSN Sports.
A household inventory is a valuable asset if your home is ever vandalized or damaged. State Farm agents Jim Estep and Rick Blount have a brochure that makes it simple. Here are a couple of suggestions. Make a video or photo record of your household items. List all important serial numbers, and then place these records in your safe deposit box. For a free brochure with more ideas, contact State Farm agents Jim Estep and Rick Blount. Like a good neighbor, Jim Estep and Rick Blount are there.
Bonfire Wings is a neighborhood-based, fast casual counter-service restaurant. Bonfire Wings specializes in 12 unique flavors of hot wings. Traditional favorites like gumbo and boudin are mainstays. They boast wing sauces with creative names such as Cajun Mojo, Garlic Parmesan, Spicy Creole, Insanely Hot, the award-winning and top seller Honey Barbecue, Hot Lemon Pepper, and Sweet Heat. 2 Houston area locations including in North Shore on Wood Forest Boulevard. Bonfire Wings, genuine Creole, uniquely Cajun.
There are only 2 names to know when buying or selling commercial or residential real estate property. Kim Walt and Danette Watuski in Houston with RE/MAX Top Realty are those 2 names. As part of RE/MAX Top Realty, Kim Walt and Danette Watuski make your transaction smooth. RE/MAX Top Realty. #We work for it. Congratulates all local high school athletes. Their phone number is 713-777-SOLD.
Coming up next Friday, it's the final regular season broadcast of the ISHL on LSN Sports. And we'll bring you a South Division affair as the Seven Lakes Spartans visit the Cinco Ranch Cougars. Coverage will get underway at 5:45 right here on your home for the ISHL LSN Sports.
I'm starting to like this Rink A. I mean, we don't get over here very much, but reminds me of the old days.
Yeah. Klein will skate from left to right here in period number 3. 3-time Justice Cup champions, last winning it in the 2012-2013 season on a game-winning goal by one of our referees tonight, Chase Wilkinson.
Really?
That's right.
Oh, wow.
They beat Fair Creek over in Rink B. Ryan Amex in the goal to our right. DeShazer has it in the offensive zone. Plays it back to the half-wing McGuire. Hands back to the point for a shot by Jack Brady that was blocked. It skated out from right to left. Rick Zhang, 2 goals for Seven Lakes. Tees up a shot and airmails it into the screen. Big slap shot by number 12.
He had a head of steam, and he didn't waste any time. Zhang is skating like it's 1 minute into the first period, and that had some mustard on it. And they're trying to tie this game up pretty darn quick in this third period.
3-2 Klein. Face off to the right of Lewis. Comes back to Drebzinski, who tees up and fires a shot off target. Heiser keeps it alive at the half-wing board. Spun in down low by Condra. Then back to Shazer. Will send it back out into the neutral zone. As Heiser hands it across to Drebzinski. He pitches it back into the offensive zone. Miller on the forecheck. It's Pang. Miller skates by Pang, looking to play it up the boards, and he does to McGuire. McGuire, he has 2 goals for Klein tonight. Tries the dangle pass. Heiser, he does. Comes behind the net, circling with the puck, stick handling, sends it across at left defense to Green. Sends down low. DeShazer leaves it behind the net for McGuire. McGuire takes it into the corner, working on Condra. McGuire finds Miller, number 2, shooting. That one rolls wide to the right of Amex. 1:20 gone by here in the final period. Here comes a 2-on-1 for Seven Lakes. Warde on a wraparound bid, and that one sails on him, goes into the slot, and then it is sent out to the neutral zone and spun back by McGuire as he locates Miller on the recoil. Ladle ahead for Field, but Rick Zhang picked his pocket at the blue line and sends it down for icing.
That's all right. Seven Lakes needed a change. That line had been out there quite a while. And Ping and Zhang will go off for, Ping's going to stay. I mean, he's not getting any rest tonight.
1:51 gone here in the third, just underway. Michael Silvers, David Feliciano with a good one, despite Seven Lakes scratching 10 players here on spring break.
Yeah.
As they are unavailable due to prior commitments before this game got rescheduled after the winter storm. Puck gets into the crease. Amex covers. 3-2 game.
Shots are 15-13, Seven Lakes.
Each team with one more regular season game. The playoffs, the weekend of April 9th. We'll have a game that night and then a doubleheader for you on Saturday. Semifinals in the Justice Cup Championship Sunday, April 11th up at the Willowbrook Aerodrome. Drabzinski up the left wing boards. Jack Zhang saw it go back the other way off the stick of Max Brady. Presta Giovanni. Walls hands back to Presta Giovanni, his defense partner along the defensive blue line. Goes rink wide with the pass, and it's Walls who will shuttle it around. Played at the right wing by Max Brady. Behind the net, it's Heiser. At the side of the net, Max Brady's shot stopped by Amex, and it hops back out to the neutral zone where Drabzinski will skate it in from right to left. His wrist shot well wide of the target. Heiser couldn't keep it alive, but reinforcements help her out in the neutral zone. Putting on the brakes, twisting with it, Jack Zhang from right to left. Got by a forechecker. Lost the handle of the puck. Diski hands back to Villamar. Ditski will skate in. Forced wide by Pang. Comes all the way back. Shot by Brady. Was blocked. Comes back out to the neutral zone. Jack Brady feeds Mitch Miller. Careens it off the boards at center ice. Diski with it. Interception. Skates in across the offensive line, but he lost his skate. Somebody lost their stick. Here's a wrist shot that is stopped by Amex off the bid by Weston Tamura. And with 11:28 to play in the third period, still 3-2 Klein.
A lot of close shaves for Amex. I'd say about half his stops are point blank range.
Spun in down low by Green to the left wing corner. Played there by Tamura. Comes back out to Condra. And Seven Lakes try to begin a rush from right to left. Pang will carry it in. Motoring towards goal, looking to tie this game up. Couldn't get a shot off, but he twisted one, a centering pass, and went all the way through. And it'll be carried out by Andrew Green. Ahead for Tamura. Tamura working on Jack Zhang. Puck behind the net.
Whoa!
And it comes to the top of the crease, and Amex had to make a play on it. He drops on it. 3:08 gone by.
Sometimes you can bounce it off the goaltender in, and interesting attempt there by Klein.
4:08 gone by, I apologize.
And Klein's starting to put a little more pressure on. They'd like to get some insurance here.
Another quick shot off the face-off. Amex closes the door. 10:49 to go.
What I like about these goaltenders, like the old-time hockey, where there's one goaltender, and that's it. These guys play every game. Hardly ever see a backup. I don't think there's a backup for either.
Presta Giovanni, long-range shot. Caught by Ryan Amex.
A good possession here, and they'll finally make a line change. But that group for Klein, they held it a long time and got about 3 shots on Seven Lakes.
Face off to the left of Amex. Sends it back behind his own net for Drabzinski to play it. Up the far boards. Rick Zhang couldn't clear the zone. Comes back to Drabzinski. He lifts it back out to center ice. Brian Green up for DeShazer. Carried ahead by Field. Back to DeShazer. DeShazer angles in. Centering pass, and the one-timer by Brian Green went off the butt end of his stick and wide. Here comes Pang. Burrowing in from right to left. Left it in the slot. Pushed into the corner by Brian Green. Played up the boards, not out. Drabzinski sent it down low. It was redirected to the top of the crease by Pang, but the stop made by Lewis. Rick Zhang, side of the net, shoots, he scores! From a really sharp angle, a hat trick for Rick Zhang, ties this game at 3.
With all his mates gone, Rick Zhang said, I'm going to take over tonight. And that's exactly what he's done. I mean, he's something like 10th on the team in scoring, Mike, coming into this game. But He's just about doubled his total for the season.
Very definition of stepping up.
Absolutely. What a game, his career game.
3-3 at the 5:06 mark of period number 3. Now it's McGuire. Puts on the brakes, pushed into the boards by Heiser. Reinforcements come both ways. Field twisting with it. Working against Zhang. Plays it below the goal line. Sends back to Miller at the point. And he'll play it into the corner. Behind the goal for McGuire. McGuire looking for a centering pass from below the goal line. Now takes it into the left wing circle and tried to hand it back to Walls. And here comes Seven Lakes. Pang has Zhang breaking to the ice. His wrist shot stopped by Lewis. Rebound came all the way around. Gaping net centering pass went all the way through the slot. Now McGuire will carry in. McGuire, long wrist shot. Rebound. Amick says no. Another save by Ryan Amick. Now Walsh shoots wide. 6 minutes gone by here in the third period. What action. Walls from the half wing boards. Tough angle shot and a glove save.
Amex, you got to give him credit. What a game he's had. All these are real close. I mean, he stopped a big one by McGuire there. I think he's going to see the most shots of any goalie this season because he's it. He's what they got.
8:52 to go. Puck is dropped to the right of Amex. Down went Max Brady in the circle, and the Spartans come out with it. Condra gains the line. Hassled by Prestigiovanni. Centering pass, and Rick Zhang with a backhander was blocked. All sorts of traffic in front of Dylan Lewis. Shuttled back into the zone by Villamard. And spun right back out by the Spartans. Good contact in front of the penalty box. And member of Klein goes down. I look, that was Garrett Bell. 8:15 to go. 3-3 game. Drabzinski ahead for Condra along the right wing side. He cuts wide to his left, then cuts back to his right into the zone. High wrist shot in and out of the catching glove of Lewis. Played up the boards by Bell, not out. Sit down the right wing boards by Drabzinski. Into the corner by Rick Zhang. Condra on the forecheck, trying to hassle the puck away from Jack Brady. Prestigiovanni circles with the puck behind his own goal. Looking to begin to rush up the ice.
We've got, came off the magnet.
7:44 to go.
We're starting to see a little bit more pond hockey. I mean by that is a lot of back and forth and kind of fast break type stuff. I think fatigue's starting to sit in for both squads, even though Klein is double the number of personnel.
Faceoff comes out to center, just outside of the Klein zone.
That can lead to a lot more goals in this loose style of play.
Tamura skates it in. Stood up by Heiser. Spun in down low. Comes up the boards. And the Spartans are able to send it out with Warday. Hassle from behind by Tamura. Played up the boards out to center ice. Poked back into the Klein zone by Rick Zhang. Hat trick tonight, has all 3 of the Seven Lakes goals. 7:15 to go. Here's Diskey carrying from right to left. Make it left to right. Down low. Backhand centering feed went all the way through from below the goal line by Weston Tamura. Mitch Miller. Middle of the ice for Diskey. Gains the zone. Tried to skate it between the legs of one of the Spartans. Andrew Payne couldn't get the job done. Now it's Heiser up the right wing boards, and she gets it out to center ice. Tamura lifts it back in, goes for a change. Andrew Pang will be watched by Andrew Green as he plays it up the right wing boards, out to center ice for Brett Condra to carry in to the offensive zone. Condra on his forehand, wrist shot well wide into the right wing corner. Alec Field recoils, hands to Prestigiovanni. Shuttled ahead to DeShazer. DeShazer left it at the red line. Rick Zhang will play it there, pitch it back into the Klein zone where it will be played by Walls. Up ahead for DeShazer, who turns it over to Rick Zhang. Zhang carries in. Rick Zhang working on a hat trick and more. His shot was deflected off the stick of Prestigiovanni and hit the high glass. Now it'll be Alec Field gliding in left to right with speed. Warday shoulders him off the puck. Good back check by Jed Warday. 5:50 to go here in tonight's game. It is 3-3. McGuire stood up by Warday. Puck in the Spartan zone, but the pass is intercepted and led ahead for Jack Zhang. He'll be taken off the play from behind by Michael Walls. Delayed penalty coming up on Klein. Drabzinski back to the point. Peng tees up a shot. Pad save made. Rebound. And it's going to be covered up by Lewis.
You think we may have a penalty shot on that, Mike?
I don't know. We're gonna
he was loose and he got taken down.
That's right. We'll see. Are they going to award a penalty shot?
I think they're going to talk about it.
It's interference. And so far, it doesn't look like any. I think it's a penalty shot.
Yeah.
Jack Zhang is at his blue line. Penalty shot for Seven Lakes.
Yep.
Jack Zhang with only 1 goal this season. As Lewis puts his helmet on. Oh, this is a critical juncture, critical moment of the game. Jack Zhang, the lefty, skates in across the blue line. 1-on-1 against Lewis. Jack Zhang shoots, he scores! Seven Lakes has a 4-3 lead, their first lead of the game.
Yeah, that penalty came back to haunt Klein. Obviously, Rick John's got 3, Jack John's got 1. The Zhang brothers taking over here for Seven Lakes. A lot of time left, though, 5.5 minutes.
This game with extra meaning attached to it. The winner would get the 6th team qualifying for the state tournament out of the ISHL. That was the story told to us by Paul Connolly, the bench boss of Seven Lakes. McGuire goes down off a big hit by Drabzinski in the offensive zone. Now it's Mitch Miller. Klein having to play catch-up now, trailing for the first time tonight. Shuttled into the offensive zone on goal by McGuire, and Amex covers to get this whistle with 5:03 to go. Face off to the right of the junior goaltender.
Shots are even, 19 apiece.
McGuire with 2 goals, Field with 1 for Seven Lakes, for Klein. The Zhang brothers with all 4 of the goals tonight for Seven Lakes. Rick has a hat trick. Jack just giving Seven Lakes the lead on a penalty shot. Field in the corner. Centering pass goes all the way through to the point as Giovanni sends it down the boards. Drabzinski plays at the far wing. Brian Green across the blue line, pressed to Giovanni, chips it down to the half wing, and it's cleared by Seven Lakes, and they will give up the icing. 4:31 to go.
I think we're going to see a little bit more of that. They don't want to play defensively, but again, big time undermanned, and Klein's going to put everything on net, so expect some more icings in the next 4.5 minutes.
4:31 to go. They battle in the right wing corner circle. Taken behind the goal by Jack Zhang. Couldn't clear the zone. Walls, top of the left wing circle, flips it down low. Centering pass, rebound, and a swing and a miss by Andrew Green at the side of the net. The Spartans are going to try to clear it out as they skate it out from right to left. Ahead for Peng. Puts on the brakes, shoots. That hit the post. That hit the post. Came back to Peng. High slot. Peng skates down the right wing boards past Tamura. Puts on the brakes in the right wing corner. Playing keep away, taking precious time off the clock. Wheels it around to the left wing corner to Jack Zhang. Taken off the play by Mitch Miller. They battle each other deep below the goal line as Miller skates it out, but they couldn't clear the zone. Walls. He clears the zone as Drabzinski has it at right defense. Peng flips it off the neutral zone boards. It comes back down to Diskey in the Klein zone. Miller skating from left to right. 3:20 to go with speed, and boy, does Miller go down. A stiff check given to him by Warday. Here's Jack Zhang. Right now the hero with the penalty shot goal. Zhang carries below the goal line. Loses the puck to Andrew Green. Brett Condra left it at the side of the net. As Klein look to clear the zone, they can. flipped out by Diskey. He's going to ice the puck. Less than 3 minutes to go.
They had to make a line change. They were dragging, and they iced it on purpose. And there's still time. We got 3 minutes, and Klein can put some pressure on.
4-3 Seven Lakes, playing with 7 skaters tonight. They had 10 scratches, Klein with 4. Seven Lakes playing without their leading goal scorer, Zach Thompson. Puck got by Drobzinski, rolls all the way back down in the Seven Lakes zone. At the red line, Prestigiovanni kicks it to the blue line. Wrist shot into the catching glove, dropped by Amex, but he smothers with 2:37 to go. 4-3 Seven Lakes.
Big time drop by Amex, lucky to get on it. And Klein will make a quick line change. That was a fast shift. That's about 30 seconds, and get some fresh bodies in there.
You wonder how many times Seven Lakes will take the opportunity maybe just to ice the puck, regardless of surrendering the offense's own faceoffs, just to keep everybody as fresh as possible with quick changes. Rick Zhang took a big hit in the corner from Field. Field working against Rick Zhang. Hands back. Brady, shot from the left point, stopped by Amex. Freshman Jack Brady playing in his 18th game. Still looking for his first goal of the season. Would be huge. It came at this critical point. 2:21 to go, and Paul Connolly has called a timeout.
It's a smart play. I mean, you're exhausted, undermanned, so get a little bit of a breather here to get ready for the last 2 minutes. And you got to remember, Klein may pull the goaltender maybe another 30 seconds from now.
The Interscholastic Hockey League is a production of LSN Sports. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or any other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of LSN Sports is strictly prohibited.
So we'll watch Lewis, see if he hits the bench.
Let's run down the scoring summary. Field at 7:28 gave Klein a 1-0 lead in the first period. Klein took a 2-0 lead at 5:38 of period number 2 as McGuire scored on the power play. Lead was cut in half. Rick Zhang at 7:44 of the second made it 2-1 Klein. Then Klein restored their 2-goal lead at 9:09 of period number 2. McGuire's second tally of the evening. Lead again cut in half at 12:16 of period number 2. Rick Zhang's second at 12:16. Tie game at 3-3 after Rick Zhang scored his third. Got the hat trick at 5:06 of this third period. And then at 9:34, a penalty shot was converted by Jack Zhang. And Seven Lakes currently protecting their only lead of the game, 2:15. Spartans just took a timeout. Prestigiovanni's shot from the top of the right wing circle was blocked, and it ricochets all the way back down into the Klein zone. Will be played there by Brady ahead for DeShazer. DeShazer tries to spring one of his teammates at the blue line. The pass was intercepted by Heiser and played back into the Klein zone. Prestigiovanni uses the boards, passed it to himself, leads it ahead for DeShazer along the left wing side. Stops in the circle, wrist shot blocked by Heiser, deflected. The rebound off the inboards came back to DeShazer. Here's a slap shot by McGuire, but he sends it wide as Lewis skates to the bench for the extra attacker. Rick Zhang backhands at the center on the stick of Jack Zhang. Can he get it into the open net? No, he can't. His shot was blocked by Prestigiovanni. It ricochets back into the center zone before it is spun back in, and then Peng's shot into the open net was blocked in front and lifted over the goal. 1:15 to go. Puck ahead for DeShazer. Turned back into the blue line. Rick Zhang skates in offside.
Oh, he knew it too. He wanted that fourth goal, and he was itching to shoot on an empty net.
1:10 to go.
70 seconds, empty net. Klein, everybody, they're bringing the house at him.
Well, the faceoff comes outside of the Klein zone, and Lewis is going to have to skate back into the crease as Klein takes their timeout with 1:10 to go.
We've had a couple of good games last few weeks.
Don't forget, next Friday, it's our final regular season broadcast of the ISHL here on LSN Sports. We'll bring you a South Division affair as these Seven Lakes Spartans, looking for the comeback victory tonight against Klein, they'll visit the Cinco Ranch Cougars. Coverage will get underway at 5:45 next Friday night, right here on your home for the ISHL, LSN Sports.
A lot of scratches the last 2 weeks in the games we've done, so One of these days we'll have a full squad in front of us.
We hope it's in a few weeks during our playoff coverage. Again, we will have a game on Friday night, April 9th. We'll do a doubleheader on Saturday the 10th, and then we'll call it a season at the conclusion of the second game of that doubleheader. Face off outside of the Klein zone, so Lewis is back in net. As soon as he can be summoned back to the bench, he will for the extra skater. Seven Lakes get it back into the Klein zone, sent to center by Presta Giovanni. Now it's Field. Play in the neutral zone, spun in deep by Zhang. Less than 55 seconds to go. Pang gets the takeaway. He'll start skating with it and playing keep away. Puts on the brakes. Oh, Field takes him into the boards. Down the boards, it's Rick Zhang. Shot from a tough angle, goes all the way through. Back comes Klein. Klein skating from left to right to Shazer, shuttles it in. Back to the bench goes Lewis for the extra attacker. Heiser plays it below the goal line, up the boards. Miller sends it down low. It goes into the left wing corner to Field with 25 seconds to go. Played up the boards. Presta Giovanni feathers it back down. And then it is cleared by Seven Lakes just outside of the blue line. Miller sends it along the blue line. 12 seconds to go. Field carries it in, but it is poked back out to center ice, and that's going to do it for Klein, as Rick Zhang's going to punctuate it with his fourth goal into the open net with 19:56 gone by in the period number 3. 5-3 Seven Lakes, and with 7 skaters tonight, they will defeat the Klein squad coming in from the north side. They had a 3-1 lead and have since been outscored 4-0.
Rick Zhang coming into this game with 4 goals. He's going to leave with 8, Mike. What a game for Rick Zhang.
And that will do it. What a come-from-behind performance by the Seven Lakes Spartans. Trailed 2-0 and 3-1. Come back and unleash 4 straight to defeat Klein 5-3, and they will qualify with this victory for the state tournament up in Mansfield at the conclusion of the Justice Cup playoffs in April.
A really big heart by the Spartans, very impressive. Rick Zhang, his brother, had a solid game. Amex stopping some tight shots. Well, what a performance by the Spartans.
5-3 is your final. We'll come back after these messages. We'll wrap it all up as the Seven Lakes Spartans defeat Klein tonight by a final score of 5-3. This is the ISHL on LSN Sports.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric, show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
A household inventory is a valuable asset if your home is ever vandalized or damaged. State Farm agents Jim Estep and Rick Blount have a brochure that makes it simple. Here are a couple of suggestions. Make a video or photo record of your household items. List all important serial numbers, and then place these records in your safe deposit box. For a free brochure with more ideas, contact State Farm agents Jim Estep and Rick Blount. Like a good neighbor, Jim Estep and Rick Blount are there.
Forming, rolling, punching, cutting, welding. If you know what I'm talking about, you know it's the Walk-Up Company. The Walk-Up Company has become the leading metal fabricator in the Houston area because we can offer you something few others can match. Extensive fabrication experience, a highly seasoned and skilled workforce, high-tech equipment, and the stability you want in tough economic times. Family owned and operated for years, so you know we'll be here for the long run. And our commitment to quality work and customer satisfaction makes the Walk-Up Company the right choice for you. Visit us at walkupco.com. That's walkupco.com. The Walk-Up Company. Your imagination, our fabrication.
Michael Silvers and David Feliciano wrapping things up from the slice tonight. 5-3 victory for the Seven Lakes Spartans. Come from behind victory for Paul Connolly's team And with the win, they qualify as one of the 6 out of the ISHL to play in the state tournament later this spring up in Mansfield. Rick Zhang with 4 goals, got the hat trick that he punctuated the night with an empty net goal at 19:56 of the third period. Jack Zhang, really the hero, though. He got the go-ahead goal and what would be the game winner on the penalty shot as he beat Dylan Lewis at the 9:34 mark of the third period. And with leads of 2-0 and 3-1, Klein just couldn't hold on, and Seven Lakes with only 7 skaters tonight, Dave, get the come-from-behind win.
Yeah, missing 3 of their top 5 scorers, Zachary Thompson among them. The Zhang brothers said, well, I'll take it ourselves. And Rick Zhang, again, lower in the scoring group on this team, but he had a huge night. And I didn't see any sign of fatigue on the Spartans. And they're going to be a pretty good team in that tournament. And I think for the playoffs as well, they're getting up there in the standings.
Rowdy McGuire had 2 goals to lead the way for Klein, goals 20 and 21 of his season. He came in 5th in the league in goals. Just wasn't enough. And Seven Lakes, with the come-from-behind 5-3 win, get the victory, win their 8th of the game. They are now ISHL 500, 8-5, 21 points on the season. And with the loss, Klein dropped to 8-10-3. Their 5-game winning streak snapped tonight in come-from-behind fashion by Seven Lakes.
Klein outshot Seven Lakes 27-24, but Seven Lakes scoring the last 4 goals of this game to win.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it, folks. As much as we like bringing it to you, come-from-behind victory. Seven Lakes 5, Klein 3. Next week, our final regular season broadcast of the ISHL here on LSN Sports. 5:45 airtime as we'll bring you Seven Lakes and Cinco Ranch. And in the playoffs, the weekend of April the 9th. Final score, once again, the Seven Lakes Spartans 5, Klein 3. For my partner, David Feliciano, and our entire crew, this is Michael Silver saying so long from the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center. This has been a presentation of LSN Sports, your home for the Interscholastic Hockey League. Until next Friday, enjoy the rest of your weekend. So long, everybody.